Well, first off, Ryan, I want to welcome you to New Brunswick. I guess this is your first trip here?
Yeah, it would be actually.
So what took you guys so long to get here?
I couldn't find it on a map actually originally. We weren't that good at social studies in school. I don't know. We just when we're starting out, you go where where things are are working first off, and you're like an independent band. You only have so much gas money, so that would usually get us out to as far as Winnipeg. We go back to Vancouver and then made it out to I think Montreal was the farthest we actually came out. But we've come out and done some things in the Maritimes in the summertime. Finally gave the agent a bit of a twist of the arm. We want to come out here and do some things, so it's cool to be out here.
How's the tour going so far? You going right across Canada, I guess?
Yeah, we're going absolutely across coast to coast, pretty much. We aren't hitting St. John's this time. We aren't going to Newfoundland, I guess, but we were there in the summertime, so that was good. But yeah, we thought we'd come out. I guess we just missed a crazy snowstorm. Well, maybe not quite here, but I mean Halifax. So hopefully all is well there.
And then you went back across Canada again, I guess? Yeah,
we're taking it back actually. We decided to we'd see how it goes, how it went out to Quebec City. We booked up to there, and then it sold out quite quickly, and we were pretty surprised. So we decided to put some dates on the way back, and we extended this tour. Was supposed to be about 2.5 weeks or something, and it's ended up, we've been out since January. We're going to be done in April, I think. So
great.
Yeah, it's cool.
So how's the new material going over live with the fans?
It's going over well. It's going over really well. The album's been out long enough that people have had a chance to kind of digest it, and they're singing the album cuts that aren't singles yet or may never be singles. They're already singing those things, and it's kind of a good indication of what people are liking too. And we'll go out there and play a song like, I didn't think that was going to catch on. It's like everybody's singing this song, so it's kind of cool.
It almost seems like the band has kind of exploded out of nowhere. Like the popularity of you guys has been amazing. What do you credit that to? Because I know there's a lot of bands, especially you guys have not only been in Canada, but the U.S. and Europe and everywhere.
Yeah, I think the media kind of got on it late. We didn't pop out of nowhere. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know if it's seen that we popped out of nowhere. It's kind of weird because we've been at this since '96, so it's been about 8 years at it now. So, things didn't start to really pop until we actually signed with an American label out of New York, a little independent label called Roadrunner Records, and that's when things started to kind of pop. And then we signed with a label in Canada. We kind of reserved little things for our own. We made a lot of reservations in our contract that we want it this way. We've done this thing on our own enough that we wanted to start calling our own shots. We had everybody else calling our shots until we got to that point. So then it started to bubble in the States, and maybe that's when some noise, it got picked up and made a little bit of noise in Europe, and then that's when we decided to go back and mix Silver Side Up, and then the radio stations and video stations get a hold of one song, and if it takes off, then it's like it'll be the fastest 6-year overnight success I've ever seen.
Seems like the American market's very tough to crack, and you guys have certainly one of the very few bands that actually do that. If there was a formula or something you could bottle and sell it, you'd be rich.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the obstacles as to why that doesn't happen. I mean, it's just a lot of it's commerce. It just really is, and it's unfortunate. If you're signed to a Canadian label and you try to. And the Canadian label tries to get the American counterpart excited about getting just a release in the States. That's difficult. It's really difficult to do because they're not an American company band. Their profit margin is that big. This sounds boring and whatnot, but this is the ghost in the machine. Is what why it is what it is. But so they don't even get an opportunity. A lot of great bands from Canada, great bands from Europe, whatever it is, they don't get a chance to even be released in the U.S. Just because they can't get the other counterpart excited about it. We went there first and decided it would be a good move if we got a guaranteed release in the States first. The media just bleeds over into Canada. We'd already done a bunch of work in Canada already. It'll bleed out into Europe, and I don't know if that's the formula. Then that's great. That's one way to do it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a while back you guys were over in Germany and you played in Italy, and what was the shows like over there?
They're great. The European shows are great. The people in England are really, really good to us. People in Germany are really good to us. We're seeing it's pretty strong in quite a few places like Switzerland and Denmark. Italy was great. The last time we played there as well. it's weird. It's really weird. I didn't expect that we would see any kind of success we've seen over in Europe. Just so many different cultures and languages. I mean, how the hell do you expect them to like the same music? Like, they're saying France, man, France is tough to crack. We went there last time, and we had a decent reception. I was just like, oh, it's pretty cool.
So what kind of show we're going to see here tonight in Harbour Station? I understand your pyro bill alone is something like $120,000 a week.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Like, that's amazing. Like, it reminds me of the old 80s bands, like Triumph and bands that you did the massive pyro.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're modeling this after?
No, I don't think we're modeling it after so much. It's just like, you know, we've been to a few shows. I mean, the first show I've ever seen was Iron Maiden on the Seventh Son tour. A little band called Guns N' Roses opening up for them. Yeah, it was a good concert, and you know, the Metallica stuff. And they had some kind of, you know, they had the songs. They already had the songs, and the songs were solid. And then they're just like, you know what? They're playing to a larger venue. They're playing to a lot more people. Let's add a little eye candy. Let's add something else that'll emphasize this point, or make this cooler, or just make it more interesting for the audience, so that they'll go home and say, you know, I got my money's worth. And so that's kind of the approach we were taking. Not necessarily modeling after a specific show, but just going, what do we like? What's cool? Okay, when the boom goes off and knocks your ass off the seat, it's kind of cool. And you see, you know, 15, 20-foot flames coming off the stage. That's cool. I don't care what kind of, it's a David Copperfield show or whatever it is, right? So we thought, well, let's add a few of these things and see if it works, and see if it just kind of emphasizes certain points. And so far, it's worked out real well. I think everybody's enjoying it.
Now, I have to ask you this because I read it on your website, but I want to ask you about the bras.
Oh, okay.
I guess, maybe you can explain it.
You got something to give? No?
I guess Quebec City holds the record as 90 or something like that.
Quebec City had about 92.
Yeah, what's this with the bras now?
It's just something that it kind of went across the media wire. It was kind of weird. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I think we started, I mean, it's happened every other show we've been playing that, you know, somebody will throw bras on stage, and we'll get, you know, some nights we'll get none, some nights we'll get, you know, 10 or 15, and then across this tour, we're just like, you know what? Somebody starts throwing it. Yeah, it's okay. They throw bras on stage, and then we get to figure you out where it's, you know, a lot of the women don't seem to like that song, and so that's when they started just chucking them on stage like crazy. And some woman in Brandon actually they were collecting bras or something for on the way back when we're coming through. And I don't know, we're going to try to do something good, something charitable with it, whether it's auction them off and donate the money, or I don't know who wants to buy that many bras, so like, I don't get it. Or, well, like, we're thinking of donating them to a women's shelter or something like that, but it just kind of got out of hand, and now it's a bit of a contest. You know, Cornwall had like 85. It was just like this little place. I think it was like 5,000 seat venue. I think it had 85 bras, and then Quebec City did 92. So now it's a contest. I don't have, as long as I don't have to carry the bras around, it's like somebody else can do that. We'll get another truck for that.
Now, I guess like you're on the Conan O'Brien show. Many Conan stories you want to share or anything?
We didn't have any real Conan stories. It's like they all do the situational comedy stuff. The thing I like, the skits, you know, I liked on our show is Scott Thompson was on it, and we actually got to meet him, and really, really cool, funny guy, and very approachable. He was pretty cool. Michael J. Fox was on there, so the same day that we were on, so we got to meet a few people, and that was pretty interesting. But no, just everything went well, like clockwork, and that's a show we've always actually been big fans of. So, you know, we had to wait till it gets to Toronto before we can play the show. So
I know you did the Tonight Show a while back.
So we've done the Tonight Show a couple times, yeah. So it's like, but he's good.
So you got the Juno Awards coming up now.
Yep.
Well, it's in April, I guess it is. You kind of looking forward to that? Excited about that?
Yeah, Junos will be fun. Junos will be cool. They're always a good time. It's kind of a night off, so I can go see some bands play.
Great.
Something I like to do that I don't get a chance to do because I'm always working. So. Yeah, it should be cool. I mean, it's nice. It's nice when your home country likes to nominate you for a few things and wants to recognize some of the work you've done. So
great.
I can't complain.
I guess you're recording some of the stuff for DVD that's going to be coming out later in the year. Or?
Oh yeah, we're always recording stuff for DVD. It's going to be coming out. Oh, everything. We're shooting stuff backstage. We're shooting stuff on stage. We shoot stuff every night of fans just doing kind of whatever, and you never know what you're going to catch when you got record press down. So we try to do that once in a while and make sure we get some goodies for the next DVD.
Great. So what's coming up in the future now? You're going to be off to the U.S., I imagine, after this Canadian leg of the tour?
We're going to take a couple weeks off, then go to Australia for about a week and a half, then to Europe for about 3 weeks, and then back to the States in the summertime for festivals and stuff. So and we'll try to hit as many of those things as we possibly can before I think October, and then we're going to probably shut it down for a bit. I think we're going to take some serious time off after this. I don't want people getting sick and Nickelback. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks very much for taking the time out to talk to us.
Pleasure.
Hope you guys come back sometime soon.
Thanks, Gary.